Their foundation is broken.
How are these kids doing in school?
They're struggling. It's much harder. They're more at risk of not doing well. They're focusing on how can I help mom and dad. We have so many students that want to quit school and go to work.
Beth Davalos is working to keep Jacob Braverman on track in school. His family lost this house suddenly in October. When he got off the bus that day, the door was locked.
That was the last thing I expected.
It wasn't your house anymore.
Yeah.
His mother, Rosa, lost her job, but the eviction was a shock. The bank told Rosa she had 30 days, but it was 5 days later that the cops moved them out. There's a lot of chaos and foreclosures all across the country because of the sheer number of them. There were 1 million last year, and another 1 million are expected this year. In Florida, the counties with the highest foreclosure rates see some of the biggest increases in child poverty. Rosa was suddenly on the street, and like the Corfis, she faced splitting up her family.
This is what is important, is family is wherever you are, together. It doesn't matter if it is in your house, if it is in one room, or in your vehicle.
As long as you're with your family, you're gonna make it through all of this that's been going on. All of it.
Do you find yourself trying to cheer your mom up?
Sometimes, yeah.
And when you do that, what do you tell her?
I love you, Mom.
That always works.
Yeah.
Rosa, Jacob, Joey, and the dog are all in one room, right across the street. The neighbors took them in. We've seen a lot of that in our stories on the recession. Neighbors, even strangers, opening homes to the homeless. We talked to the Bravermans at the neighbor's house. They've been here 3 months, and that is starting to worry them.
I want to give the neighbors their own privacy, too. You know, I don't want to be invasive.
So you miss your privacy from across the street. What else?
Sometimes, I have to go to the bathroom at night, and here I have to be, really, really quiet, because if I wake them up, I don't want to make them upset and get us kicked out.
Homeless kids tiptoe in a world of insecurity, hoping to be invisible.
People said that I talk too much, and now they say that I don't talk enough, and that I'm really shy, I guess.
You think all this has changed you?
Yeah, and I haven't realized it, but I think I've gotten very mature in a very short amount of time.
Look for the homeless in Seminole County, and you'll find Robert Williams' family of 5 in one motel room. He and his wife lost their tourism job several months back. When Angel Abreu lost his construction job, he and his wife had to split their family among relatives. They see their 3 young children on weekends, and on Sunday evenings when we saw them, the goodbyes are always painful. Destiny Corfy's family got out of that van and into a motel when her dad found a little day labor to scrape together a deposit on the room. He applied at car washes and at Disney World and worked as a bricklayer's assistant, but it was nothing steady. And as the hotel bill came due, David was short. He found himself prepared to do nearly anything to keep his family from being split apart by the homeless shelters.
So as embarrassing as it was, I sat down with a magic marker, and I've seen these people on the road with these signs before, and I wrote a sign out.
What did the sign say?
It said, "Please help, family of 5." Every truck that went by would holler up out to them or let them see my sign. "Hey, do you need any help? Can I get a job? Do you need any help?"
I didn't think that it was going to have to come down to that. He was actually going to go and take the sign and show it to people. And I don't want people to know, that he's my dad. I don't want to be embarrassed by people.
You must have thought that you would never be that guy, the guy with the sign.
Never in a million years I think that would be me. And I told my wife, this is America, and America that's full of wonderful people, and I'm going to go out and see what I can do and see if there's someone out there that can help us.
He showed us the sign that eventually caught the eye of a woman who stopped to say she might have a job for him.
And sure enough, that phone rang about a week later. She said, "David, I'd like to tell you you're golden, and we have a job for you, and you can start Friday."
And that's where you got the hat.
That's where I got the hat. And
the University of Central Florida.
Absolutely, and I've been wearing this hat ever since.
He's a parking attendant, $10 an hour. and that's enough to keep the motel room, but not enough to get out. George dropped out senior year to look for work, but Destiny is still being picked up on the school bus route for homeless kids.
And when things get better again, we know that there's still people struggling, so we'll be able to help out a lot more and we'll understand what they're going through.
This opened your eyes to an America that you didn't know existed?
I can't believe it.
We all hear about the recovery, that the recession ended in 2009, but some things are getting worse before they get better, and child poverty is one of them. America's motel generation is growing fast. Like the kids who came out of the Great Depression, this generation is being shaped by homelessness and hunger, but also by memories of neighbors who opened their homes and of families that refuse to be broken.
Love you guys. Love you, Destiny.
Oh,
Good evening.